Hello and welcome back to Heroes of Might and Magic 3. This is our challenge dungeon playthrough with Gunnar, with no tier 5 spells, no resurrection and no animate dead allowed. We're also only allowing ourselves one tier 7 dwelling per faction to make things a little bit more interesting. It's going to be a slightly shorter episode today as I'm a little bit pressed for time, so the plan is to keep pushing ahead with Gunnar after we clear out a few resources for our secondary heroes to collect. We're also going to bring a few of our heroes over to this witch's hut over here, so we can pick up basic estates and then travel down to this learning stone and hopefully get advanced estates from it. We'd also like to build up our mage guild a little bit in this particular game and maybe even finally buy Gunnar a spell book, which would be interesting, so let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, I think we're just going to clear out this creature bank with Gunnar. I don't really see the need to actually take the fight, frankly. It's a bit weird that there's a creature bank here without a guard. I wonder if that's just a map bug rather than anything else. I'm guessing it probably is. We'll take the spell power. And we can take these rogues. Okay, I'm not 100% sure how they lost so many units there, but they did, so oh well. And let's move slightly on, and then we've got Gion here, who, yeah, I would like to pick up that sulfur, but I think more importantly, we actually just want to make these leprechauns flee with Gion, so that we can pick up the Mercury lab. And I left the wrong unit on Gunnar, so he's going to be super slow next turn, which is a shame. That was stupid of me. Let's go and learn estates on Sinker, and then back down to this learning stone. We'll also pick up this warehouse of wood next turn, why not? Dace, we don't have a huge amount of things to do with, and we can't get through this break with Damacon either, so let's just do a bit of exploration and see if we can find anything. The answer is no, we can't. Okay, fine. Sephiroth just wants to go and give this one black dragon to Lorelei, and then Lorelei just wants to move her way up so that she can pass on some units. Okay, and Dace, well, we already know there's nothing to do here. Surprisingly, we actually can go and get this gold, so that's what we're going to go and do. Okay, and nothing else we can really do at this stage. We do have gold, we're on day 3, and I think what we're actually going to do is build our resource silo. Just because we do have a sulfur dune now, but we still don't get a lot of sulfur, and we're probably going to want a fair bit once we start getting black dragons. And we want to build it up just naturally as well, so that we can pick up our black dragons as soon as possible. They are a huge upgrade over red dragons. And it'd be nice to pick those up, especially as we've got 5 red dragons here and 3 with our main army too, so that's essentially 8 black dragons. So let's end the turn there anyway. Still not seen any AI, but halfway through month 2, this is kind of the time that we might start to see them generally. Let's also take these spell scrolls on Gunnar. We might as well while we're at it. And Gion can pick up some resources for me. We actually haven't explored through here, so we're going to do that afterwards. Pick up this wood, and then excellent, that's exactly what we wanted to see, advanced estates. And day 4, so he's going to be able to move to... Okay, I think we just send Sinker back this way for now. Dace can just go and pick up some gold. Nice, we've got a Dragon Utopia here, guarded by a pack of Psychic Elementals, which is actually quite an easy fight for us to do. Even more gold to pick up here, though. Okay, and Damacon didn't actually visit the Learning Stone, which is silly of me. I thought, let's go and get some resources, and we can go towards that Learning Stone. Sephiroth. I actually also just want to go to this learning stone and estate. And Lorelei. guess Lorelei just wants to travel down this way so that we can drop off some units over this way somewhere. Okay. So, Gunnar, we'll just make these flee. Yep, great. That's a good start. And we don't really want to detour all the way down here, otherwise we would go and take out those gnolls. It could actually be worth us detouring up through this way though. Reason being that we can clear out the imps, we can clear out the lizard men, and then we can go on to clear out the gnolls and the dwarves. So we get a decent amount of XP, we'll unlock quite a few resources including the warehouse of gems, and we're also bringing ourselves back towards the road, and this experimental shop as well, which should be a decent amount of experience if we can go and take that. So I think that that's the right thing to do. How far can Lorelei go? Not far enough. Okay. Do you know what I think we actually do? Is we go and drop everything with Lorelei. We just keep the red dragons on Gunnar for next turn. And we haven't actually wasted that much movement overall there, because we're going to get more movement next turn, and then I can bring Lorelei with him and dump more units as well, so I'll be able to get double good movement, if you will. And I don't have enough sulfur yet, but I would like to pick it up at some point. For now though, let's build our upgraded labyrinth, because we've got some Minotaur Kings already on Sinker. Okay, so we're good to end the turn. Got a little bit of logistical messing around here, let's say, to do. Lorelei can just go and return the army. No, that's actually not what we wanted to do. We wanted to return the harpy. So, let's go and make these flee. Let's go and fight the imps. Again, a trivial fight, so I'm not really going to bother doing too much extra. Okay, we actually can't dump our army again, so never mind. That was a bit of a pointless endeavour. I'll just accept that, because again, that's a super easy fight, and I don't need to pick up the warehouse. Let's just wait on these and shoot with our ranged units. Okay. I'm not sure why I didn't just go and kill the dwarf. So that's going to be the first stack to move. That's the last stack to move, so we can actually move all of our units out of range. We're going to lose a beholder, but I think that's okay. I'm probably going to lose a couple of harpies as well, but again, I think that's fine. And this stack haven't moved yet, so let's just kill them. That was actually perfect, we didn't even lose a beholder. Did lose a couple of trogs, but I'm okay with that. Alright, 16 trogs for a load of XP. I'm really tempted by scouting, and I'm just going to take scouting, actually. Discovered 3 giants, so hopefully I can drop those off with somebody. I don't really want 3 giants. Let's borrow Damacon. And just keep the dragons again. Giants, I think, can just stay on Damacon. Alright. So Dace is just picking up a few bits and pieces for us up here. Fair few, there's a lot to pick up actually. Including a slow scroll, which is actually really useful. Sephiroth just wants to be moving her way towards this witch's hut. And Sinker just towards this windmill and refugee camp. Gion, we have some resources to pick up with. I could go through here actually, but I do have a huge amount of resources to pick up at the top here. 5 sulfur, that's actually really nice. So based on that, let's build our mage 3. What did we get? Earthquake, useless. Force field, which is a brilliant spell, especially with earth magic, as Gunnar has, and landmine as well. Okay, but we did get blind and lightning bolt in our first iteration of our Mage Guild 2, which is actually awesome. Got Bartram and Miranda. As weird as it might seem, I'm actually going to pick up Bartram just for the gold speciality for now. I might just get rid of him later, but I can get him a gold specialty, then I can get him basic estates, and maybe even advanced estates without too much work at all there. Okay, so Damacon basically just wants to stay where he is. I think I'll just make these flee. Yeah. What have we got? Lots of gold golems. Should be a really, really easy fight. Reason, by the way, that I'm actually taking this fight on Damacon and not doing anything else is simply because it's potentially a little bit of free XP for him. Let's just defend, wait on the manticores, move the harpies up. We can hit these all again, and wait on the trogs. Shouldn't lose a manticore here. Okay, perfect. Exactly what we needed. Advanced estates, great. And Damacon can just move back through, and he can drop these units off to Gunnar next time. This looks like it's probably going to be a treasure area, so I'll probably go... Do I want to go north or west? I'll go north with Damacon next, so that he can pick up these 2 bits of permastats while we're on the way past. I think that makes sense, so let's end the turn. And we'll move Bertram first. He's got a really easy job, just running up to a portal. Lorelei can pick up a few bits on the way past, but she doesn't need to do too much. I think the next job for her is to send her to go and get estates, so that I have that on all of my heroes. Ideally, that'd be absolutely perfect. And Sephiroth. Oh, whoops! I've actually blocked myself in with Sephiroth. All right, well, I'll leave that till next turn then. That's fine. And Damacon wants to pass the army back to Gunnar. And then potentially put himself closer so that Gunnar can maybe even drop off units again. Who knows? Horde of Halflings, I think we'll just make flee. Yep. We'll take spell power as always. And yeah, sure, we'll knock out these air elementals on the way past. Okay, perfect. Let's keep the red dragons again. And Gunnar can take a couple more steps forward. Has Damacon got 1 move left? He does, yeah, great. In which case, Gunnar can actually move slightly further forward. Okay, perfect. So that means Damacon next turn can pick up these resources and then drop the army back as well. Quite a few things to pick up here with Gion, which is nice. But what I might do instead of going through that gap, or at least, let's check if there is a gap. Okay, I can't go through there anyway, so let's send Gion down to the south. He's one of my few heroes that doesn't have estates yet, but that's okay. Does Dace? Yeah, Dace has estates already, great, okay. And we've got a throng of men of the sea. Just some ore to pick up there, but we might as well pick it up, I suppose. Then we've got a throng of serpent flies here as well. These are pretty strong guards for a double 8mm6. These are the kind of guards I might expect to see on an 8xm8, but I suppose we are halfway through month 2. So I think that's probably all it is. And let's see what we can build. We can't quite build MG4. I think maybe we just upgrade the Harpy Loft for now. Even though it uses some of our sulfur, I think it's still worth it. So let's end the turn again. Okay, so first things first, let's get Bertram out of the way. And can Bertram reach? He can indeed. Good. Ah, that's a shame. Advanced Scholar instead. So Sephiroth can move just down next to this. And Bertram can go and grab this wood for us next turn as well. Lorelei, her only job is going to learn estates and just cycling through with the rest of my heroes. And Damacon is picking up resources for us. Yeah, I think that's correct. So, Gunnar. Lots of Archmagi, hopefully they flee. They do, yep. Throng of archers, likewise. Throng of familiars. Should be an easy fight, it is indeed. And a windmill. Possibly worth taking because it's day 7, but I do only have 700 moves, so I'm actually going to take this Cove Town instead. No losses. Yeah, I'll accept no losses at all. That seems fine. And what we might actually do is build our MG1 here, and then buy ourselves a spell book. We don't need to get mana back, so we can actually just move out here. And, I mean, Equestrian's Gloves is probably one of the best artifacts in the game, in my particular opinion. So... let's take Expert Wisdom. Shame we didn't drop our slow units in town, but that's okay. It's okay. We'll get over it. Hopefully. I have got some wooden things that I can pick up with Damacon here. I'll take a quick look in here while I'm on my way past that and see what we've got. And Dace doesn't really have a huge amount to do, so I guess I might as well send him back down, pick up a few of these resources for ourselves, and the Warehouse of Gems for next turn as well. And Sinker's already in the right spot, we don't have anything to do with him then. And let's build our MG4. At least it's built then. What have we got? Berserk, which is great, and Armageddon, which, yeah, that could have a use once we've got Black Dragons. That could be a fun spell to use. But we don't have fire magic, so we probably won't. So I think we're good to end the turn, and we can see... Ooh. Wait, let's see that again. So I think they were just on the edge of our vision there. So rather than continuing, our better bet with Gunnar. Let's see if we can trade in and do some research, first things first. Marketplace in our secondary town. Yep, that makes it much cheaper, good. Let's get rid of a load of our mercury since we don't need tons of it at this stage. And yeah, we're actually just going to get rid of Armageddon. Alright, town portal it is then. Excuse me. Let's see what we ended up with. Men of the Sea. So we won't bother with the Men of the Sea. Bertram. Bertram doesn't really have anything to do, so what we might do is just send him up towards this town up here. Sephiroth. Nope. Didn't hit the estates there either. Well, that's okay. Let's send Sephiroth back down to the south. She can also pick up this this secondary learning stone while we're at it, because that should give her level 3. Yeah, it'll give her level 3, and we might be lucky, we might hit estates this time. Okay, nothing we can really pick up there, that's fine though. Okay. So with Gunnar, lots of energy elementals. I think we should be good here. Yes. We do indeed. And then we'll rehire Gunnar in our main town. Fantastic. So, Gunnar now has Town Portal and Force Field, which definitely makes life a lot easier. And in fact, Gunnar also... Whoops. Gunnar also has enough mana. Wait, he has 200 moves left. Oh no, he doesn't have Expert Earth yet. Okay, that's fine. And I don't think we're actually going to build anything in our town here. Actually no, let's build our Chapel of Stilled Voices. At least it upgrades our Medusas to Medusa Queens. Three ore from the windmill. About as useless as it could possibly be, but fine, whatever. Dace just wants to go and pick up some resources for us. Sinker, we've already found that there's Men of the Sea, so we don't really need to do anything there. So maybe Sinker just goes back towards home so he can drop off these units. Let's also move Gunnar back to the top. And let's go and check out what we've got down here with Gion. Ah, nothing we can do anything with. That's fine. Let's go and pick up this Mercury instead then. And yeah, I mean Gunnar may as well just stay where he is, I suppose. So let's end the turn. Let's see if Orange raises their head again. I think it was Orange. Okay, so I really should have put a quick unit on Gunnar, but never mind. Let's also trade in for sulfur. Let's trade 1 wood for sulfur instead. Okay, we've got some red dragons, got some more manticores. Keep clicking that instead of the town portal button, sorry. Damicon can go and drop everything off. Let's actually give Damicon one harpy instead, so he's slightly faster. And we'll take the necklace, even though we don't really need it. So, this means Gunnar can now TP back to Vex. We can upgrade all of our Medusas. And also our... Why can't we upgrade our beholders? Because we're missing sulfur still. Okay, we're going to have to do something about this in the longer term. We seem to be using a lot more sulfur than I expected. Although I guess that'll probably reduce as we go through the game. So let's take my Evil Eyes. We'll take as many Medusas as we can as well. And let's see what else we can get before we move on. Just a few resources, I think, is going to be the answer. Sevniroth just wants to move back down for us. And Lorelei just wants to go and get estates. Advanced leadership. That wasn't quite what we wanted from Lorelei, but it was still worth it. I mean, even just having estates whatsoever has really upped our gold per turn quite significantly. And, okay, so we're going to need a tavern. I'm actually going to trade in for this, even though it's really wasteful. Just because I do want to be progressing this town as quickly as possible. Let's pick up some trogs on our way past, why not? And Lorelei can move her way back down so she can be part of chains or something, maybe. I don't know, there's probably something useful we can do with her at some point anyway. I really would like to go above ground, actually. So, Bertram, let's just send you back to a town. Gion doesn't actually have anything at all to do. So let's send Gion to the witch's hut to get estates. And Sinker, you can drop these off for us. Okay, so I think we're good to end the turn there. Still no movement from Orange apart from that one tiny bit that we saw, which is interesting. Okay, stats that I haven't picked up there. I mean, it could actually be worth getting the stats. So I've picked up some of them, but not all of them. That's interesting. Must have just not been paying attention when this was going on. Right, let's see where everyone's going. Sevniroth just wants to move back down. This is great. Amicon's just having a little bit of an explore for us. Dace, likewise, let's send him off to the east of our newest town. And we'll build our town hall there as well, just to get a bit of extra income. Sinker just wants to drop these Minotaur Kings off here, and also buy one Harpy. Just because they have 9 speed. Don't really know what else I'm doing with Sinker. Bertram I'm just dumping in town, I think. And Gion is running towards this witch's hut. Okay, great. So yeah, what else am I doing with Sinker? He has advanced estates, so he has a use at least. But otherwise I think maybe we just dump him in town for now, and we can use him as a chain hero once we have a bit more gold. "28 Trogs join the army, that's good. Yeah, sure, we'll pursue and engage them. And Sinker, yeah, maybe we just wait for next turn and pick up a few more bits and pieces, and then send them on. It would also help to actually leave these giants with somebody, as I keep meaning to do. But yeah, I think Sinker's good for now. Let's just build the mushroom rings. They don't affect anything at all, not even upgraded units or anything, but at least it means we get a few more troops. And let's buy the extra trogs as well, why not? Okay, so I don't think we've got anything to do there, so Sinker can just stay where he is. And in fact, let's definitely put Sinker back in the town. Ivor. Level 1 Ivor as well. Do you know what, we're just going to dismiss Ivor, he's a pretty useless hero. Come on Gunnar, let's go and find Orange in that case. Right, so let's just wait on our dragons. I think we just wait on everything actually. I don't think I'll lose one manticore here. Oh, I did. Wow, I lost 2. Okay. Alright, well, I'm actually going to replay that fight, as sad as that is. Let's wait, defend, defend. Okay, well, good luck this time, that helps. Let's just defend on these, and we'll kill everything with the ranged units. Yeah, so that's what I should have done last time. I'm not entirely sure why I didn't, actually. A horde of crewmates. Okay. Air shield, actually quite a good spell. We're not going to fight the lizard warriors, but we will use the trading post next turn because that gives us a significant amount of gold. And let's build the blacksmith since we've already built the other necessary parts for the city hall. And let's also build the mana vortex. Okay, Bertram first. Dace, where's Dace going? Oh yes, to get estates, good. And Laurelie could go and take this experimental shot, but there's not really much point. I could also take the Griffin Cons, but I usually ban myself from taking Griffin Conservatories and Dragonfly Hives because they're ridiculously strong. Oh, in fact, what we're going to do is delete Sephiroth's one harpy so she gets a lot more movement next turn, and we're going to send her to the Experience Shrine, and hopefully we'll hit estates this time. If not, no big deal though, we'll still go and pick up some units, including the Medusas, and we get a little bit of extra free sulfur there, which is good too. So Laurelie potentially just wants to go and pick up some units for us. So actually let's go and pick up these trogs. Why not? Okay, Gorgons over there. Let's steal this crystal while we're at it. We might as well. Okay, and Dace is going to be exploring off to the east for us. So I think we're good to end the turn. Still no sign of Orange, which is interesting. Let's sell 40 wood. Quite a few mercury, because we've actually got some production of that. And we can afford to sell gems as well, because we don't really have a huge amount of use for them. Likewise crystal, actually, we've already built up our mage guild as much as we're going to. There's no point building a tier 5 mage guild after all, since we're precluded from tier 5 spells. So that's good, we've actually picked up some extra gold, which is really, really nice. And we've got lots of Men of the Sea in front of us. Let's take those out. How much XP do we need? 3k. Lots of dwarves won't get us there, nowhere near. This is probably where we saw Orange, right? Maybe. So we can't possibly have seen them in here. And we need another 3k XP. Which we might be able to get. Let's just start combat. Wait, wait, wait. Shoot. Defend and shoot. And defend. Defend. Perfect. Okay. 1500 XP still needed, which I don't think we're going to get from a horde of archers. In fact, we're not going to get from a horde of archers. We've got an XP shop. Lots of things here we could actually get the experience from, but let's continue down the road. And we'll kill lots of cavaliers. I guess this is the place to... No, we're not going to cast Force Field. Or are we? Does waste quite a bit of movement for them. Could also just haste my Manticores. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that was actually worth it on action, but we did it anyway. And let's just defend, and Medusa Queens can hit these. Okay. Nice and simple. How much damage did they do? 78. Not a lot, actually. Alright, that's good news. So let's smack these, and then we can finish them off with these. And that should level us up. Yep, it does. Let's get Expert Earth Magic. And then we'll take this tree next turn for a free level, now that we're just inside the level. And cool, he's level 17 already. That's pretty nice. Come on, Dace. Let's see what we can find. Nothing so far, but that's fine. Okay, nothing we can get past there either, so that's that. Sephiroth, come on estates. Nope. No estates. Fine. Let's go and pick up some free units then. And likewise with Lorelei, we're going to pick up a load more trogs. Bertram is just going to sit inside our town, because he's giving us 750, or no, 600 gold per turn. And Gion will just go and get estates for us so that we can up our income again. Speaking of which, we'll build our city hall. And we don't have a huge amount to build here as usual. Let's build the Scholar Academy so that next time we're here we get a little bit more experience. Stinker can take logistics, just in case we ever use him. He can take logistics. So I think we end the turn already. Okay, let's take this tree. Expert Scouting. We do run the risk next time we've only got one... Oh no, we've got 2 more level ups. Where we'll potentially get something useful. If we actually get offered it, as weird as this might sound, I might take Expert Fire Magic. Yeah, let's just take the fight with the Centaur Captains. Water Boars we might as well take as well, because they're right next to the road. And we've got a fortress town here. Huh. Yeah, let's take all the trogs, and we've got 700 moves left, so that's fine. We can go in here. And let's build our Mage Guild 1. Interesting, this town starts with a fort. It's usually not the case. So, we've got red dragons, which means we do actually have enough to town portal back to our main town here. So we want to bring the harpies. And are we going to upgrade anything else? Could upgrade the manticores. Let's actually do that. So we want a town portal back to Vex. Bit of free XP, always nice. And let's turn these into Scorpicores. Makes them faster and a fair bit stronger on attack and defense skill, actually, if I remember rightly. Yeah, 15-13 and 16-14, but they get 11 speed instead of 7, which is actually huge. Let's upgrade our Harpies. We'll pick up the rest of these Medusa Queens. And we'll pick up a ton of Harpies as well while we're at it. Why not? I mean, ideally, we'd really like to upgrade our Red Dragons. We'll need a ton of sulfur if we do that, though. Let's see what we can find. I mean, chances are not a ton of sulfur, but let's see anyway. Okay, so we can't really go much further to the east here with Dace. That's a bit of a shame. Let's see if we can move down here instead. Oh, we can actually move up here as well, so let's do that. And Damacon just wants to come back towards town for us. Oh, okay, he still has to move all the way around. That's fine. And this purse of gold here, which is a nice artifact. Trogs. And we've run out of moves anyway, so we'll just wait here and pick up the Medusas next turn. And Lorelei also has Trogs to pick up here. Total of 84, which is quite nice. Okay, well done Gion. Basic estates. Is he level 1 still? Yes, so we've got a 1 in 3 chance of hitting estates here. Okay, and at Rotunda, we don't have any gold, so let's just end the turn. Okay, so next thing next is going to be our tavern, so we can start building this town up a little bit. +1 sulfur. Yeah, it's tempting, I'm going to do it. I think it was Mostan we were at. It was indeed. Okay, and we've actually got a pretty respectable army by this point on Gunnar. I suppose the debate now is, where do we go from here? And that's always one of the tough things to figure out, I suppose, in these games. Efficient use of movement being your most important resource, of course. I can actually get past here. Okay, let's have a little look with Damacon then. And we've gone up back to the top again. So yeah, Dace, let's see what we can find past here. Practically nothing, okay. Nope, not very lucky in hitting our estates this time. But let's move Dace over towards this windmill and refugee camp. Okay. This is good. We'll pick up these 8 Medusas and we'll... Nah, it's not worth sticking around for more Medusas, but I will go and grab this extra dragon before I move back towards town next turn. Right, okay, so it's what to do with Gunnar, I suppose, at this point. We can either go into this treasure area down here, or what I assume is a treasure area from the artifacts on the floor. Only an 8mm6 treasure area, though, so it won't be that exciting. Got a hydro pond there. Wait, we've got a hydro pond there as well? Okay, well, either way, I'd only be allowed to take one of those by this game's rules. We have actually got archery, so Bow of Elven Cherrywood is useful to us. Let's actually equip it. Instead of View Earth. And who had the slow scroll is the next question. Dace. Nope, that's Dace. Okay. So do I stay here, or do we go back underground and we try and find what's off to the west, or do we go through this portal? It's a tough decision. We've got lots and lots of things that could be potentially useful to actually do. I think we're probably going to send ourselves off down the path. Let's also grab this spell. Forgetfulness. Really, really useful spell. Throng of Royal Griffins, guarding stuff we don't need, but it is a really decent amount of XP. Just using Berserk for fun, really. Yeah, I just love the Berserk spell. I think it's brilliant. Should be able to kill a lot of these. That's great. And likewise here. And dragons can hit the back of these. What have we got there? 130 points or 260 with lightning bolt. Okay. Great, they're paralysed. That's actually kind of brilliant for us. 4 trogs, I'm fine with that for a really big chunk of XP. Ring of Oblivion. And lots of mummies. Yeah, nice easy fight for us. Yeah, I don't need to take that. Ooh, Armourer. Our last skill, we can take Armourer. I could see that being useful. What else could we take? Air magic we probably won't bother with. Water magic we would take if we got it, but chances are low at this point, especially for an overlord. Fire magic we would also take. Do you know what? Let's just take Armourer. That takes all of that out of the equation. We still can't quite build our dragon cave. Okay. Alright, so let's end the turn and end the week. Medusa Queen growth +5? Wow. I think that's the first time in any of the playthroughs I've recorded and put up that we've actually had some growth from a weekly or monthly bonus that's actually been useful to us. So that's pretty awesome. That said though, oh wow, we've actually got a third Hydra Pond here, so this would have been really fun in a normal playthrough, but we're not allowing ourselves to take it. But I am going to call the episode there, so thanks very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.